Hey guys, this is Raven Conwood. Welcome back to another story. This is a brand new one. The thought came in my head, and I was like, I gotta get it out of there. So, gotta put my creativity into video form, record form. So, this is what if female deku was Android 21? Another Android. Now this one's going to be a bio Android. So we start we start off our story. Sorry about that. Let's need to do that real fast. In a unknown galaxy, you see two alien races. They're at war, as they've been warring for a couple centuries because they live a whole lot longer. As you have the faction, the Mystic Dragons, and the White Phantoms. My bad, sorry about that. As the war has progressed through many years, the White Phantoms kidnaps several of the Mystic Dragons' younger tribe members. Now, the White Phantoms are more technology based, and the Mystic Dragons are more magical based. The White Phantoms do have magic abilities, so that's how this is how I'm gonna work. As the White Phantoms has kidnapped a bunch of the Mystic Dragons people, as they're beginning to experiment. As they finally decided to create a life form using both their DNAs. As let's see, as Android 21 is born, known as the Deathbringer. Yeah, Black Death, I guess. Yeah, let's just call Black Death. That's what they refer him as her Black Death. As they begin their, creation of Android 21, Bio Android. As the scientists, we don't have much time. Is the weapon ready? Sorry. Is the weapon ready for combat? As yes, yes, my queen. It's a queen, not a scientist. She was talking to a scientist. So like, yes, the creation, the Deathbringer, the Black Death. Let's just call her, Deathbringer. The Deathbringer is ready. As she walks up to the test tube, you're going to kill our enemies. As she opens her eyes, her hand goes through the the test tube, grabbing the queen by the throat, tossing her. As she start blasting the royal guard, all her guards, with her finger, with pink energy blast, like a death ray, like Frieza's death beam, as they're piercing their heart, as she blasts a hole into the building that they were in, as she floats up, beginning her slaughter of everyone in the area. As 2 weeks has go by, as Android 21, Black Death, has been killing Mystic Dragons and White Phantom Dragons alike. As that was forced to call a ceasefire and to hold a alliance meeting. As the leader, looks like her, for the White Phantoms, and the Mystic Dragons is her. And they're arguing, you created a monster. As she's like, that's not, oh, sorry. That's 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 over and done with. What we need to do is stop it. All our it's out of control. As they work together to create sorry to create two orbs. They're not colored right now, but these orbs to separate the negative energy and separate the negative from the good. I'm just kind of pulling that in there. As in, yeah, as they begin their operation, as they go to the sector where Black Death is going to be there. She looks exactly like this right now. All evil like. So, as they begin, to bait her over there, several of their people are firing at Black Death. She looks at them, smiles, puts her hand up in the air towards them as she blasts them to oblivion, as she's laughing maniacally. Die. As that happens. As when she goes into the location where they want her to be, as she enters a old ruin, killing the rest of them that's in there, as they see the queen, both leaders, as they're doing a incantation, some unknown language that I don't know, nor does 21. As two beams as it's sucking out the negative energy and the good energy, as she's captured, sealed into the good energy, into the pink ball, and the negative energy is negative. The bad, the evil side of her is confined into the black orb, as you see here. As they take the black orb and properly destroy it, they have a incantation to destroy. As they try to do the pink one, but they couldn't because it's pure goodness. It's not really pure goodness, but yeah, it's innocent. As the mystic dragons told everyone to stop. This is not going to work. It's like we can't let this monster out, even if we got rid of half of her power. She's far too dangerous. This thing's far too dangerous. As they decide they join together to come up with a plan. As they decide to relocate the orb to an unknown planet called Earth. As they observe they're in the ship. As they observe the civilization, like, are you serious? The leader of the Mystic Dragon says, these people are barbaric. Look at them. No technology. So vicious towards their own people. They're looking over Japan. It's like, we don't have a choice. This is the perfect planet. They're underdeveloped. There's no way there'll be no way for them to release this thing. As they find, they enter the Empress domain, as they both wave their hand, they vaporize the guards. As you have the Empress, Yuna Yadarozu, Momo's ancestor. As she said, guards, kill them. As she doesn't know, I don't know who they are, but kill them. As she waves her hand. As they do the same thing what they did at the guards beginning. wiped out all her royal guard. As she gets up, she was on her feet as she falls to her knees. She's like, "Are you God?" And, what are you? Are you gods? As they've learned their language. In a way, yes, my child. I have I have a mission for you. Anything. Tell me and I will do it. Good, my child. This orb you must protect. Of all costs. Yes, right away. As she has her most loyal people get the orb sealed in a old Japanese ruin. That will come in later. As they warn her, if that thing gets out, it could be end of your kind. You understand? Yes. What exactly is this? God is this? As she's kneeling down as respect. This thing is pure evil. It's a being of unbelievable destruction. It must not be released at all costs. Yes, as you wish. As they portal up to their ship and leave. As Yuna Yadarozu puts it, in a safe spot. Well, it's a temple made for She made a temple made for to house the pink orb. This that's the ruin that's going to come in later, but it's not a ruin right now, but it is. It's like a stone building, stone temple type of thing that to house the entity in. Make sure my things keep recording. Okay, I just want to make sure. This is a new one I've been using the past couple days, so I'm starting to like this screen recorder. So as we begin, our story, many eons have passed. The ruins has been, it's in a deep forest, somewhere like way on the where it was built. It was built on Mount Fuji. As we cut to, Inko after the millennium. She's pretty young. Asashi and they're about to get married, and she's doing her last job before she begins her married life with Sasashi. She's an archaeologist, looks into old ruins of ancient Japan. So let's begin. As Inko has, her assistant. That doesn't matter. Like the assistant doesn't matter. It really doesn't. As they're talking, they're like, Inko, I think this is the place. According to all the records we could dig up from other ruins, it should be here on Mount Fuji somewhere. All right, let's go. As they go, they eventually find it after days in the cold because it's Mount Fuji, freaking cold as hell. As they see a cave. As they go into the cave, they see it's She's like, wow, I've never seen anything like this. As it's the temple. As like these are like I've never seen these designs before. These carvings. These clearly are these are clearly judging by the way it looks, it's from the royal family. Could they did we stumble upon a royal burial? As she's thinking outside the box. As they keep, they finally get into the temple. As they see, a orb on a pedestal, glowing pink. As you see this, it's like, what is that? It's over the years, it's cracked. as Inko, touches it, as it shocks her a little bit. It like burns her because of energy into it. It's a bit hot. As she accidentally drops it, it cracks as a green energy pierced Inko in the stomach as she falls unconscious. As Inko, are you right? As she's like over an hour too. She's like, "Oh, what happened?" As the orb is empty. I must have, idiot. I'm such a dumbass. As she's beating herself up because she could have, that was a good find. As no, what happened is show her flashes of a battle. That's how I do it. It shows her flashes of the battle of the alien race war, as oh, like a grayish creature destroying unknown like civilizations that she doesn't know about. That's how she dropped it, not because it was hot. That makes it more cool. So as they take her back. They go back to them. After that, they Inko got the credit for everything. It's a new discovery, and the Yadorozus were called in because they found out that that was their ancestors. So as the Yadorozu is talking to Inko about her discovery, and she's like, they're yours. I mean, they belong to your family. I was only there to discover it. I didn't take anything. There was an ore, but it kind of something weird happened. It broke, and I don't know what it was. As Mrs. Yadorozu and Mr. Yadorozu, like, very well, Miss Inko, I would like to have hire your services to investigate this ruin. With your profession, you have a good reputation. You've you have uncovered many civilizations all over the world. We would like to hire you to help us learn this history of my family. As Inko, agrees. It's like, can I start after, my honeymoon? And she's like, oh, you're getting married? She's like, yeah, me and my fiance, he's coming back from America. Asashi's from America, even though he's Japanese. He's full Japanese. His family just moved there. So, they met over one of Inko's research trips. There's that. As the after the marriage, after getting everything ready for the marriage, as Inko's starting, getting woozy and having weird hunger for candy, yeah, like straight up junk food candy. As I'm putting that little in there, if you know what I'm talking about, if you know anything about Android 21. In the next episode, I'll list off her powers, but right now I'm just getting into the backstory into it. So as Sashi's like, sweetheart, we need a there's something wrong. We should at least go to the hospital and get you checked out. So they get her checked out, and they're like, Mrs. Inko, congratulations. She's like, congratulations from what? You're pregnant. As she's like, that can't be possible. Me and my husband, I'm a virgin. As and that happened, and I thought she's not accusing her of being unfaithful. It's like, how is that possible? I don't know, ma'am. But you're going to have a child. As that happens, so miracle child. So as Sashi doesn't know like how to take this. He doesn't blame her, but yet how can she have a child without doing the deed? And the doctor checked that she's indeed a virgin still. So Sashi confused as after they get married. She's pregnant still during the marriage. As Sashi goes back overseas to his family, after, we'll go to the birth of Kennedy. That's what I'm gonna name her anyway. So, as Kennedy Midoriya, he's overseas doing work for, Inko to have her, because she's had a, you know, cut down on her work, but she does occasionally help the Yadarozus with, their family history, as they pay her quite well. So Asashi, distanced himself from, his wife because of the whole child thing. He's still uncomfortable about it because, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to think yet. So I don't know if I'm gonna make Asashi into like an ass or not, but we'll see. As the pregnancy happens, and Kennedy is born, as it's I'm trying to find a good picture. I have a few of them in here somewhere. She looks exactly like this, but like a younger version, like a baby. She has the pink skin, the white hair, the red eyes, and the tail. If you see in like in that picture, yeah, she has the tail. As you're like, you're Miss Midoriya. You have a beautiful baby girl. And she looks at him and she's like, why is she pink? And it's like she's freaking out. Why does she have a tail? What's going on? And it's like, my, Miss Midoriya, calm down. It seems like your daughter has a mutation quirk. A mutation, but my family has never had a mutation quirk. We're telekinesis. I'm a fourth generation. Yeah, I don't know how this is. Occasionally, two people with two different quirks, their child will be a completely different quirk. It's not common, but it does happen sometimes, ma'am. That's hold your daughter. And she holds her, and she like falls in love with her the moment she holds her. All that nervous is about the mutation. It fades. As she calls her Kennedy Midoriya. As they spend a couple of days in the hospital. Mrs. Yadarozu comes by and picks up Inko and drops her off at her house. And she's like, she does work with the Yadarozu, but them and she's friends with them, so that stuff happens. So I'm just saying, Inko was friends with Mrs. Yadarozu for 4 years before she got hired on for their research work. That's how they were friends in school, so that's how I'm doing that. Mitsuki and they never met, but Momo's mother was, best friends growing up. Don't know how old Momo's mother is. I'm just saying, because there's no information on her whatsoever. Their names, their age, nothing. So I'm doing this way. So we go. She homeschools her till she's 5. As she goes to the quirk doctor, does get her quirk evaluated. She's a cheerful girl. She's very cheerful. Little pink little girl, but it's like, Mrs. Midori, what can I do for you today? Yes, I know my daughter has a quirk, but I want to know like what it is. As they do some tests. It's like, ma'am, I don't know what her quirk is. I can't. We can't, even tell what it is. There's signs of some telekinesis, but we're not totally sure. We're not even sure what type of mutation it is. It's quite fascinating, actually. It seems like she's able to generate some weird energy, but that's as much as we can know. That's as much as we know. And she tugs her mother's shirt. Mommy, what's wrong? Don't worry, sweetie. Nothing's wrong. Okay. Yeah, no, she doesn't have a hero. She's not fangirl heroes. I'm not sure what route I'm gonna take this, hero or villain. I'll let you guys decide what you want. And I think we're gonna stop it here. And the next part one will be introduce them into school. I'll let you decide. I'll let you get a pull down, like where do you want her to go to school at. I can either do Momo schools or Bakugo school, or maybe Mina school. I don't know what school she goes to, but the next part I'll decide what school, judging by the comments. So hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. All right, bye.